kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might have had your fill, but I feel it still.
Yo guys, what's up? It's Ability here, and I am not at home anymore. So a couple days ago I moved back into college. This is my third year, I'm a junior, and this is the second day of classes. I just got back from classes. It's 4:50 p.m. So my roommate is out at class right now, but as for my speaking videos, they might become more limited because I do have a roommate and there will be background noise most of the time when he's around. But I'll find times where I have the room to myself and I'll do speaking videos like right now. But this doesn't mean I'm going to stop making videos, maybe slightly less because I'm going to have schoolwork. But I mean, I'm going to make videos, I don't care. So this video, now that that's out of the way, I'm back at college and stuff, so that's all out of the way. This video right here is going to be a response to a message I received on our channel. So this is the message right here by Sabdul Adhikari. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And he or she is saying that they have an Agirogue level 80, and the guide that I made and that they are finding on YouTube are for level 200s, and they want to Kolo at level 80, and they're looking for some guidance. So first he's talking about his set here, saying that he doesn't have enough HP, and that's one of his problems. And then another problem is that they cannot play correctly against some classes or do not know how. So we're going to conquer both of those in this video to help them out. Play against certain classes, what strat against different classes, but mainly what set, equipment. Okay, so mainly what set and equipment. My common budget is pretty good. I have helpful guild members that are willing to mage and create stuff for me, and I can afford to have good equipment. Thanks a bunch. Cool. So we'll start with the set here. Nice. And this is like a cool little thing. This is a video that I haven't done before. I've done a couple set videos on Dofus Planner, which I have open here. But we don't have, on this channel, I think we have close to 300 subscribers, which is awesome. Like, that's great. I've had a couple YouTube channels before, like one for Minecraft, another for just my personal stuff. Like, I play hacky sack and I make some hacky sack videos, so I put some up there. But this channel is currently the channel that has the most subscribers that I've ever had. So 300 is a lot for me. But when we have, or if we get to, let's say like 5,000 subscribers or even more than that, it's going to be hard to make videos about certain messages. So I want to do that while we still have the chance. Like, I mean, we've received 2 messages in all of the channel, and we get great comments. I love your guys' comments. You guys are really nice and have great suggestions and always good feedback, so that's awesome. So now let's jump into this, a level 80 Agirogue. So we're going to put, let's start with 200 points into agility and then the 95 into vitality. He says he has commas, so I'm going to assume he's scrolled. If not, it's not that big a deal. We can just unscroll some of that stuff. That's probably good to have scrolled. I mean, that's what's necessary. This is just going to boost initiative and stuff. So we'll start with that. I don't know if they have doofuses or not. He says my comma budget's pretty good. Doofuses are some of the most important, I mean, not important. Well, yeah, they are some of the most important things the game's named after them, but they are some of the most expensive things in the game. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to include doofuses in this set, but we'll start with not. So the first thing I do when looking at creating a set is look at the set bonuses. So we're going to be using some trophies here, medium trophies, I believe. Minor trophies. So these are all trash. The only really good trophy here is the Observer, which is good for Rogue. But yeah, the rest are really, really bad. So that's a good one. And then what I look for is the set bonuses, and I look for what is a good set bonus.
Ooh, all the rebels just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now.
Okay guys, we're back now, and I believe the set is finished. It has a couple modifiable pieces, actually just one that I've been doing, but this is the set. Now the first thing you're going to look at is going to be the agility, which is way down from what it was. It used to be over 600 and now it's not. That is because I pretty much remade ability set at level 80. This set is focused on res. I was looking at all the set bonuses, and of course there are some good ones for agility, like the Toady set, but nothing beats the Wa set bonus for 2 pieces at this level. Nothing. This is such a good set bonus, it's ridiculous. So I went with it. He also said, he or she, going back to the message, also said that they were low on vitality, and we have so much more vitality now, even more with like some of the swappable pieces. This is still relying on an MP Galeno and an AP shield, so hopefully you'll be able to get that, person who asked for this. And the vitality is still very reasonable. 600 Overmage, easily 100 here, definitely more. So 100, 200. This has a range 300, AP 400, and then boots 500 easily, and you will be able to do more on the Caracap, Amulet, and Belt. You'll be able to get 100 on this, and you'll be able to get 100 on this, and you will be able to get more than 100 on these, and probably on this as well. So that is very reasonable. 600 vitality Overmage. I believe you could probably get over 750 if you spend time doing that. And you can also, Overmage even this. This has a range. I didn't even count that. So yeah, this is reasonable. You can get over 2,000 vitality with this set. Not hard. Now, the thing that I talked about being swappable. Also, this set is built around Dokoku, and for Dokoku, you're going to want to have both res and high vitality. Because res, so that you don't get targeted and your Dokoku actually works, because if you get targeted, you don't have a 4th turn. You're just going to be dead. So this is completely useless. Like, you just wasted a slot if you don't make it to turn 4. So you got to make it to turn 4. So now we've got res. Really good agi res, some good stuff here, some good stuff over here. Definitely really good res for level 80. So this mount here is making up for losing the Mad Tofu Cloak. This is a 500 initiative, 1 MP, mostly used for the 1 MP to get 11.6. This is an 11.6 set, 5 range. However, 500 initiative is huge at level 80. With 1,000 initiative, it's very likely that you'll be starting 1st or 2nd. So that's why I went with this. However, you can swap it for Plum and Emerald, which will get you 11.6.6, still 2 summons, and just 500 initiative. So that's completely your choice. You can choose to have 6 range if you like playing like that, and more vitality. This is easily over 2,000 now. Or you could go with, the one I just had, the Almond and Emerald. Or all we need this for is MP. You could, if you wanted to, go 11.5 and do this and get 540 and then add the power. Make sure to add the power in. So that's actually 580 agility, 11.5, and much less HP. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend that, but you could do that. You could do a res simul. We could do the one that gives chance and strength. Fire, air, where's chance and strength? Ooh. Earth, air. So crimson simul. Earth, water. You could do something. Oh, I didn't mean to do water. I meant earth and fire. Earth and fire. This is the wrong thing. Crimson simul. I don't know. So earth and fire. You could do this, and then your res is godly. Oh wow, wait. We should be using res trophies, not this stuff. This one's important. That one's not so important. Let's use a carapace. I forgot that these existed. 3% water. Well, you could do that if you wanted to. So you've got almost 20% all res, excluding neutral, with this set. You have 2,000 HP. You have 11.6.5, and you could even, when you say you have commas, I don't want to assume how many. So I don't know. I was planning on doing doofuses, but I wasn't sure if you'd be able to get them. This is pretty cheap. I believe this simul is actually kind of expensive. I think it's expensive, but I would buy at level 1 and level it up. It won't take very long. But this is a relatively cheap set. It's for level 80. It's 11.6.6 now. 20% res all, 450 agility, which is enough. So with this, we can even check. I did change the weapon mage to air just because, but you know, you're hitting some. Obviously, carbine isn't your main source of damage, it's bomb lines. Your HP is ridiculous. You have a Dakoku, 20% all res. You're going to be a monster in Kolo if you use this set. This video went a lot longer than I thought it would. I got into this. This is fun. And honestly, if we scroll all, we can get more initiative. So let's just quickly swap back to this one. So that's 1,300 initiative, 1166, 3 summons, 20% res. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. This set's really good. Even if you think you would rather have more agility instead of vitality, I just did vitality over mages on everything because that's what you said in your message. You said not having enough HP. If you think you're not having enough agility now, swap it over. Put agi on this, put agi on this, put agi on this, put it on this, put it on this, everything. You know, it's whatever you want to mage the set to be. I can help you mages if you're looking for someone, or you know, feel free to use whoever you're comfortable with. But here it is. As for your second half of your question of how do you play against different classes, I'm wondering if I have time in this video. My roommate's definitely coming back from class pretty soon, so I'm wondering if I have time to go over that. But essentially, you did say that the set was the biggest part of it. How to play against classes at Rogue. Let's pull up a class list, and I will give you a quick sentence for all of them. So Dofus class list. And sometimes as Agi Rogue you want to be close up, and sometimes you want to hide. So Eka Flips are definitely going to be close range at level 80. They're going to be using Feline Spirit all over the place. So with Eka Flips, you're going to want to use the 3 bombs on your first turn. You're going to put your Agi bomb far away and Remnition it, and you're going to put your 2 other bombs up close and block them from getting to you or hitting you with heads or tails. So, and you want to be running the whole fight, unless it's their second luck turn. If they Echo Flip luck, and it's the turn where they're going to take double damage, I would use Roguery or Dirty Trick to move in closer to their location and make sure that you can hit them on that second turn. You know, or Boomerang Daggers. I'm also just going to quickly go over all of the Agi spell damages. So these are the damage. Whoa, that's bad. Oh, it's because it's level 5. I'm used to level 6. So yeah, these are the damages. It's 140, 140, both of them. But your bomb lines will hit more than that. So if you're not happy with this damage, I would go with a more Agi Overmage, and I would swap this mount for the Pets mount. And if you don't care about res, I would swap this for Mad Tofu, and both of these for Toady and Carnivorous Staff. And then you're going to have an extra MP, so you can swap the mount for the thing. Actually, yeah, I already said that. So Pets mount, Mad Tofu Cloak, Carnivorous Staff, Toady. And then you're going to be missing an AP. So, I don't know. There's no real way to get that last AP unless you use the AP mount, because there's no ring that gives an AP. This is already Exomage. There's no boots that give an AP. So you could do Axel, but then you lose the set bonus. So I would go with this set. Personally, it's a really good set. It's like really good set. So Eka Flips, do that. Aniripsas, you want to get close to. Aniripsas don't do damage at low levels. They do less damage than you would, and you're gonna have res. They'll probably, I wouldn't say that they'd probably be intel, but you want to get close to Aniripsas. I would put a bomb behind you so that they can't push you back with Frightening Word. Definitely do that, and just stick to them all game. Use Kaboom, get in the bomb line with them, and just don't let them try and put a wall behind you and be right next to them every turn if you can. Put a bomb behind you, put a wall behind you, whatever you need to do, stick to them. IOPS Heart, similar to Ekflip, they're going to do tons of damage close up. Definitely watch their Wraths. Actually, they don't have Wrath at level 80, but you'll probably be fighting level 100s. So watch their Wrath, watch their Destructive Sword. Yeah, stay away from them. Cross range, stick to them, similar to NI. Put something behind you, get up close to them. Use Boombot early on in the fight to get them close to you. Otherwise, they're going to MP rape you, push you back, and you're just not going to have a fun time. You're never going to touch them if you don't use Boombot in the first couple turns. Fekka's shield. Fight is really hard. Fekkas are a hard match for Rogue. You're gonna have to judge it. If they're agility, stay away from them. They're gonna steal all of your agility with whatever that spell's called. It steals 140 agility each time, and it stacks. So stay away from Agi Fekkas. If they're not agility, it's okay to get close to them. Just judge it by the fight. Sacreers, try and MP rape them as much as possible. I would swap this out for the major delayer. If you're playing a Sacre, same with Kra and Iop. I would use this trophy because you have how much reduction? 32 reduction at level 80. That's ridiculous. Nobody has that. Nobody's gonna have 30 resistance. Nobody will. So unless they're meant to be a rape class as well. But yeah, use that. Slow them down. Don't let them get to you. Sadidia, stick to them. Get up there. They do a lot of damage, so you're gonna have to use Last Breath and pop them. But yeah, it's better to be closer to Sadidias because they can use Infected State to hit you from across the map. Osamoda is a really hard matchup for Rogue as well. Take care of their summons. Don't let their summons just stack up, because once they have 5 summons and you're not right next to them and about to kill them, they're going to win the fight. It's impossible to come back from. So yeah, use Last Breath with them as well. Stick to them. Take care of their summons. Put them in the bomb line. Sometimes it's better to kill 2 summons rather than to get them the Osa in the bomb line themselves. So careful of that. Enitroff, get right up next to them. Put a bomb behind you. Powder it so they can't push you away. I guess you don't have to powder it for Enitroff. But yeah, kill their Living Shovel. Definitely kill their Living Shovel. It's going to be annoying the entire fight for Rogue, unless it's helping you. Judge whether it's helping you or not. SRAM Shadow. Use your bombs, put them linear to you, and use Magnet and Kickback to try and find their traps. They're going to stack traps somewhere on the map. So find the traps. Don't walk stupidly. Track their MP. Guesstimate where they're putting traps, and try and make sure that you don't step on the traps and that your bombs find them instead. I would use Intel and Agi Bomb to find them, or Intel and Chance Bomb to find them. Save your Agi Bombs from the traps, but if need be, use all 3 because you don't want to step on those. You're gonna die. Hard fight, SRAM. Zeller, you need to know the class really well to play against. Same with Eliotrope, which we'll get to. Zeller, you don't really want to be close to, and you want to anticipate them. Zeller's going to take a lot of thought. You're going to have to think about what they're going to do with their turns. If you don't know what Zellers do, watch a YouTube video. Even if it's level 200, that's fine. What you learn from watching a level 200 Zeller is applicable to level 80 Kolo. So watch Zellers and know what they're going to do. I would not recommend getting right next to them because they can use your bombs against you fairly well and put you in the bomb line when you're not in kaboom state. And they can also use your bombs to telefrag you and do lots of damage. So hard with them. Pandas can pick you up and throw you in the bomb lines, so I would stay far away from them. I would use the MP reduction trophy against them. Don't let them get close to you. They have tons of AoE and they can make themselves immobile, so be prepared to think of multiple combos each turn for how to get them in the bomb line, because sometimes it's going to require moving the bombs instead of them. The Rogue, Intel Rogue, stay away from. They do tons of damage and lifesteal up close. They're going to destroy your bombs. Chance Rogue, stay away from. They're going to erode you, steal your AP, bomb line you. And Agi Rogue, it's a mirror matchup. Hope that you have the better set and the better tactics. Rogue is I don't know, I guess it's a 50-50, it's a mirror matchup. So you probably know how to play the class if you're asking for this tutorial. Or you're learning, so it's good to play against other rogues. Use their bombs against them. Definitely use their bombs against them, and yeah, be in kaboom state as much as possible because they'll do the same to you. Masqueraders, impossible to break through their shields, so it's gonna take when their shields go down. I would also use Overload. Use Overload on your first bomb in this fight, because Overload, if you don't know what it does, is it stacks Unbewitch up to 3 turns, and when they use the shield that cuts their HP in half and gives them a massive shield, blow the Overload bomb up on them, and the shield will disappear, and their HP will still be halved. So do that. That's a very smart tactic against Masqueraders. It's similar to Last Breath, where their HP gets cut 50% and comes back the next turn, and they get a shield from it, but if you Unbewitch the shield, then they have, you know, at level 80 they'll have like 500 HP left, and that's very killable. So good tactic to use Overload. Foggernauts, stay. It's actually pretty good to get right up next to Foggernauts. They do a lot of pushback damage, so careful of that. But I would say lock them. You know, you're an Agi rogue, get up, lock them. All their damage is not really right next to you. They can't even. I'm not sure if they can use Anchor on this one cell next to them. They might be able to, but Anchor doesn't do that much damage. It's primarily Ambush and Backwash. So, or Froth. They can't use Froth on the cell right next to them either. So I would lock Foggernauts and use MP reduction. Iliotrope, hardest matchup I've ever faced as rogue. Extremely hard. It's worse than Craw. They have so much range, and it takes so much thought to play against them. And you're gonna have fights where the Iliotrope will never let you touch them. You're just gonna be standing there like thinking of combos, and then they're gonna walk through the portal, be across the map, and neutral the portal they went through. So it's gonna be like you're gonna be miles away from them, and of course they can hit you next turn, but you can't hit them. I think Iliotrope is the strongest class right now, at least for 1v1 Kolos. So I don't know. I can't play against them myself, so I don't know many tips. A couple things I have learned when trying to play against Iliotropes is positioning. If you can't hit them, at least try not to let them hit you. Prolong the fight so your bombs grow. I've noticed that Iliotropes are bloodthirsty. They want to hit you. They don't care as much about your bombs. They don't have much AoE unless they're Intel or Agi, where they have one AoE spell. But, you know, they're bloodthirsty. They're not going to target your bombs from what I've seen at level 200. They want to target you. So if you can prevent yourself from being hit, they're going to like spend their turn trying to figure out how to hit you, and they're not going to target your bombs. So your bombs will grow. And if there's ever an opening, even if it's like turn 2, you know, some rogues don't like using Boombot on turn 2 because it's a waste of a cooldown and the bombs aren't even going to do that much damage. Use it. Every time there's an opportunity to get an Iliotrope in a bomb line, use it, because it's not going to happen very often, and you need to capitalize on that opportunity. So good luck versus Iliotrope. Hardest matchup out of every class by far for me, and I think for a lot of other rogues. So good luck with that. Watch YouTube videos of Iliotropes, learn how they work, use their portals against them if possible. But yeah. Hooper Mage, stay away from. They're going to steal your Agi, they're going to steal all your stats, and they're going to just lifesteal, so stay away from them. Use range, use MP Rape, use the trophy. Uganax, don't get next to them either. Uganax, another hard one. One good tactic that you can use is the spell, I don't know what it's called, I've never played Uganax, but the spell that teleports them to you, you can counter that if you're trying to keep your range from them, and a lot of Uganax don't realize this, but if you put your character, your rogue, in a corner, so 2 cells are all that's like facing you, you can only have 2 things standing next to you, and you put bombs on both cells, then they'll use teleport and nothing will happen because there won't be a free cell next to your body. So if you can prevent a free cell next to your body from appearing, they can't teleport to you. So if you think they're about to and you're a good distance away and you want to keep it that way, do that. So that's a smart thing. And Overload is also useful for them because they have shields, and you can unbewitch them. So there is my 50 cents. That was more like $4 worth of information about Rogue, level 80. So, Sabal Adhikari. I don't believe I'm saying that correctly. Sorry. But here is your video, and good luck with your Kolos. See you next time, guys.